2013 C250. Customer came in with this seat remover handle. It broke off. Okay, first thing we're going to do is on the very bottom of the back panel, there are two torque screws here. One here, another one there, right at my fingertip. There's torque number 25. We're going to remove them. Then we're going to remove this back panel after that. Alright, so we got these two screws out. Then we just simply bring this down. The entire back panel comes down like this. The second step is we're going to remove this headrest monitor, not the monitor, headrest. I'm going to take that out. This is an airbag sensor switch right here. We're going to, any yellow one that you see on either seat or headrest, those are all airbag indications. So you rather disconnect the battery if you don't want to deal with airbag indication light on. Get the battery disconnected because we don't want to deal with the airbag indication on it. So we're going to disconnect this little clip right here. Just unplug this. Okay. Next step is to remove the actual headrest out, straight out. Okay. You got to pull the whole thing out. It should go up. Look up. So we're going to remove this cable. There's a cover. This cover comes off. Actually, no, we don't have to take that out. Just take this cover off. This cover. That cover comes off. Just the cover, yeah. Yep. Alright. Then detach this cable here. Okay. Okay, to remove this headrest out, inside, see that silver, hold this light here, see this silver locking spring right there, right at my tip? That has to be spread out on both sides. So we got this side kind of loose. So once you do that, see this? The whole thing comes out like this. So again, the headrest will not come out until right there, that silver trim, that pin right there at the end of it, see that? That has to be spread out. Then the headrest comes out. There's a one on each side. There's one on the other side. It's hard to see it, but there's one on each side. So you spread out those springs out the way like this way, then the headrest comes out. Next step. Okay, next step is once you have this headrest out, this just simply slides out. I need a flashlight. Okay, so once you have the headrest removed, those plastic things that actually holding that fabric underneath, you're gonna just carefully pry that out a ways. There should be 4 of them. Okay, so once you remove these, there's a locking tabs, 4 of them there. You're just gonna have to use a pokey tool to remove that hook underneath. I only have 2 of them removed. And you can see there is a torque screws inside by thumbnail. This guy's not shining the light like what he's supposed to do. right there. Right there. Okay, so that remove. There are two of them. One straight behind here. It's hard to shine it, but there is one right here. Another one down here. And we're going to remove those two torque screws. We are taking two screws out on the side. It's kind of tight, but it's doable. Okay, so once you remove those two screws, should come out. So once you remove those two screws from behind, it's snug, but it comes out. But be careful, the cable, it has to route it like this. Can you shine the light for me? See this cable right here? Make sure this cable, if you take that off, that's the one we released underneath. It has to go in the same angle like that. Alright, so this is a little tricky to take this rod out. We gotta take this rod out, put it on here. First thing you're gonna do is release. So this one is already broken, so we're just gonna take this out. Alright, be sure. Move that. Okay, so you gotta make sure that it goes in this way. Alright, so that's out. Next step is to release this spring out so you don't have any tension. Just simply release that. Be sure it goes back in the same way. So we're just gonna leave it like that for now. And second part is a little tricky. On the very top, you'll see there's a tiny hole. You're gonna need a hook tool like this, thin enough. You put it into the hole. Now that's gonna push out this rod. Now when you pull this out, be very careful not to lose that spring. All right, that spring. Hold on to that spring. You gotta hold it with the two hands right here too. It's gonna fly it out. All right, so it came out like that. You don't have to do any special trick. You're just gonna push it from top downward with one of these hooky tool. You push it down. Basically, once you have it out a little bit, you can grab this rod. It comes out easy. No force. Be sure that spring is in place the same way. Then this goes back in along with the spring in place. Alright, so once you've done that, you can put this rod back in place. It's not lined up. Gotta line up. No, it's not lined up. Okay, so you just simply push back in place all the way up. Now you gotta push all the way to the rod. There's a hole there, you gotta, okay, so once you have done that, it's supposed to be flush like this. Then, we already got that on. So now, the new lever is on. Okay, the second step is to put this back in. That's good. Okay, so we're gonna hook this, now you gotta open this one up. Close it. No, you gotta close this. No, you gotta close it. I should have done that before we put it in. Okay, yep, I'll take that. Now put it into the hole. So hook it like that. Goes around and up, and then lock it in. Alright, everything works. We're just going to put the back cover on. We didn't have to remove these two. Two screws back in, you're good.